Maker and Maker would renew their land lease in 1990. There were some mild updates to the building, but none of them really aesthetically changed the kitchen, as it was still pretty much intact from when it was built in 1953, with very few changes. It does seem the effect of the old haunting, you know, friggin' Walter and Ruth, which had been a catastrophe for occupancy in the 50s, had become a bit of a draw in the 90s. More people have been discussing the death of Walter and the mystery behind the mutant mice, and it had become a bit of a local folktale. The owners of Maker and Maker in the 90s were very different from the owners in the 50s. Trust me on that one. It was a family company in the 50s, but by the 90s it had been passed through so many hands that no one from the original team was working there anymore and had no context for what had happened and could neither confirm nor deny the events of the 50s. Regardless, they capitalized on this. There were a couple of ghost tours they would allow through the property every now and then, but ultimately they were looking for occupancy. They would end up renting the place to a very normal occupant, Juliana, in 1991. Her story next week.